In this video I want to talk about how much a Pi coin can be potentially worth. This is something that has been on my mind for a long time, ever since I decided to start mining Pi myself, and when I first heard about the project, I never expected to start mining Pi. Because at first I really did think it was a scam, and when I saw the project a lot of the things seemed way too good to be true. You get to earn free coins on the app simply by clicking a button every 24 hours, and for almost zero work at all. You get to earn what many people potentially call the next Bitcoin. Before we get into the video, this is Make Money Online Channel Mastermind, and welcome to the channel where I teach you tips and tricks on how to make money online. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, so you stay updated whenever a new video is up. Also, please don't forget to smash a like button, and if you have any questions, concerns or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment down below. And let's be honest for a second, because this idea comes off super scammy, and it wasn't until I started to do research on this project where I learned that it wasn't actually as scary as I thought it was. This isn't a financial scam like a pyramid scheme, a Ponzi scheme, or even a multi-level marketing scheme, because you don't really put any money onto the platform. And if you really think about it, pyramid-like structures exist almost everywhere. Any corporation has a pyramid-like shape, but this doesn't make everyday corporations a scam, because you're not losing more money than you make. In fact, working at a corporation is how most people make a living in America. And if we add that logic to the Pi network, you're also not losing more money than you make. In fact, you don't lose any money at all, because you don't put anything in. And another argument is that this company's stealing your time and data, but there hasn't been any reported case of anybody's data being stolen. And you spend less than a minute on the app every single day, and you can even turn off their advertisement if you want to. And the question now is if this company's not stealing your time, your data, or your money. So what is this company even doing? And if we eliminate all the options I just mentioned, maybe this company is honestly trying to build a legit cryptocurrency. I mean, the developers here are actually really smart people, and they have the talent and skills to really create an authentic cryptocurrency, and the project has been doing everything that a legit cryptocurrency project would have done so far. Therefore, I really do believe that this might be one of those rare legit projects that you see once in a while. And if you guys do decide to sign up, make sure to use my invitation code CallMeJackson. I know invitation codes like this can be annoying, but if you really think about it, this is also one of the best ways for a project to promote itself. And one thing you have to understand about the Pi network is that it gets more secure as a network grows, and this is because the Pi network relies on the most trusted members to determine who has what on the network, and it's one of the reasons why the Pi network is so harsh on people with fake accounts or unverified accounts. Because to make a cryptocurrency based on social networks, you have to have real people in it. Right now, we're going to estimate how much a Pi coin can be potentially worth. And I think one of the easiest way to start off is with a simple Google search. And if we click the link here, we can see that some websites estimate the price to be around $1.88 right now. And if I'm being honest here, this would actually be pretty ideal, because for every coin that you mine, you can freely convert it into about $1.88 right now. And if we look back to the goal of this project, the developers really want to create a currency that people use for everyday transactions, and for the price of this to be worth around $1.88. I would say that this is pretty consistent with the goal of the project. Now, we can't be 100% sure on this price right now, because the price we see isn't based on supply and demand. For example, we really don't know how many Pi coins there are out there. And we also don't know how interested people are about the Pi network and also its Pi coin. And after really researching this project, I realized that the developers here are actually pretty smart about preserving the value of any Pi coin. And I actually think that the price of a Pi coin can actually be a lot higher than just $1.88. One thing I realized about this project is that the developers here are really good at increasing the demand for Pi coins, and also decreasing the supply of Pi coins. I'll give you guys an estimate of how much I personally think a Pi coin is going to be worth in the later parts of this video. But for now, hear me out for a second. The first thing I want to talk about is really the supply portion of how much a Pi coin can be potentially worth. Basically, you can say that the less Pi coins there are, the more bang for your bucks, and having a limited supply is really important for the future price of a Pi coin. But not only do the developers here limit the supply of Pi coin, but they also reduce it at a given time. One thing I noticed, but I'm not sure how many other people notice, is that the Pi network will actually slowly release coins into your account periodically. And let's take a look at the white paper for a second that says this supply is then released over the lifetime of that member based on their level of engagement and also contribution to the network security. And what this really means is that each member on the network would earn less over time. But this wouldn't actually be a bad thing necessarily, because every other person would also be earning less on the network, and now assuming that the demand is still there, you're going to be able to get so much more for each individual coin that you mine. Overall, I think this is a great move, because less supply, a higher price, but I think it even gets better than this. One thing that the Pi network is known for is how hard it is to verify an account, and I know it gets annoying for people to have to verify your account with a phone number or a Facebook account, but it does have a purpose. This would mean that in the future all the coins mined by these unverified accounts would be eventually destroyed, and as a result any remaining coins on the network would see an increase in value. So to sum up the supply side, we can see that the network does some great things to preserve the value of a Pi coin, and this includes some of the things I just mentioned, like reducing the amount of coins in circulation. Now the thing we have to remember is that supply is one part of the equation to help us figure out how much a Pi coin can be potentially worth, and this part is largely determined by the creators who plant this whole thing out. But on the demand side, the creators here have much less influence on how much someone else is willing to pay for a Pi coin. Well, that was actually what I thought at first. But after researching and really thinking about this topic, I realized that they put a lot of thought into the demand side of a Pi coin as well. You see, the demand for a Pi coin is going to be based on how much publicity the company can generate for itself. If you stop and think about it, this explains a lot about the project and why the project has a referral system, because a referral system is probably the cheapest and fastest way to promote anything. And if I'm being honest here, I myself also learned about the Pi network by seeing one of these comments in my videos, and I know a lot of these referral codes can look super scammy, but it does have a purpose. Because of these referral codes, a lot more people are going to know about the Pi network, and the more people that know about the Pi network, the more demand there is for the project. And to give you guys some perspective, the Pi network is already the 9th largest cryptocurrency in the world. And that's great news for the demand side and also the potential price of a Pi coin, because this would give it a legitimate shot of being listed on an exchange like Coinbase or Kraken. A lot of money flow into these websites, and this would just mean that buying a Pi coin would be much more accessible for the average person. I think the referral system has done a lot for the project, and feel free to leave your own referral codes below. I mean, most of us would have probably never heard about this project if it wasn't for the referral system, and I do believe that without the referral system, this would be another project that no one would ever hear about. So basically, I'm really glad that they decided to add this in, and I think it was really smart for them to do so. The last thing I want to talk about before I tell you how much I think a Pi coin is going to be worth is really the growth of cryptocurrency in general. I personally got myself into cryptocurrency back in 2017. And since then I think it's become a lot more mainstream. Nowadays people like Elon Musk and also Mark Cuban promote cryptocurrencies, and not to mention the recent run with Dogecoin, which sparked a lot of interest in a lot of people. What I'm trying to say here is that this can equal a lot more demand for cryptocurrencies in general and also Pi coins. And I have no doubt in my mind that the price of a Pi coin will continue to rise over time as the interest in cryptocurrency grows. And after examining both supply and demand, we can see that the price of a Pi coin is likely to rise in the future. And here's what I think the price of a Pi coin might actually be. And let's try to work this out right now just using what we know so far. We know that the creators of this project have a lot of control over how much Pi coins they want to release. And the goal of this project is to create a coin that's used in everyday transactions. And they probably don't want to release too many coins at once, because this would dramatically increase supply and decrease price and discourage a lot of people. On the other hand, they also don't want to release too few Pi, because this would dramatically increase the price of Pi coins, and make it hard to use it for everyday transactions. So it looks like to me, they're going to somehow meet us in the middle. But I wouldn't be surprised if it nears $1.88, because that's really the only thing that people have to determine how much they want to sell it for, and at that price point it's great for the developers who want to use it for everyday transactions. And also the network members who want to profit from the coins. But for me personally, I probably wouldn't sell a Pi coin right when it's released. I think with so much publicity behind the project, the price of a Pi coin is likely to increase, and by that time this will be a decentralized currency where no one actually controls a price, meaning that it can go as high as it wants to. And with the mainstream media taking a hard look at cryptocurrencies, I don't see why this coin wouldn't increase in price. The ceiling for a Pi coin can go as high as $20, $30, $40, and since there's a finite or a limited amount of Pi coins, the price will continue to go up as demand picks up. So I personally think that Pi coin is gonna be worth around $1.66 when it first launches. But as time goes on and people get more and more interested into cryptocurrencies, The price is going to continue to rise as much as $10, $20 and way beyond that. This is because by that time, the developers here don't have control over the cryptocurrency, and also because I think in 20 to 30 years cryptocurrencies will be a lot more common in our society. Therefore, if I had to give you guys hard numbers, but I wouldn't be surprised if it nears $1.88. But eventually get to $10, $20 and even $30 over time. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure this will happen. But this project doesn't take a lot of time and effort to complete, and all you really do is spend 5 seconds pressing a button every single day, so you don't really lose a lot from doing this. I think most people are gonna walk away from this project with a couple $100 or even couple $1,000. And that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned something today. And be sure to drop a like and subscribe with notification on, so you don't miss out on any of the new contents. I will see you in the next videos.